My name is Duct Tape. I come from the kingdom of stationery. The story I tell is not an easy one. It is sticky, like life, rife with the residue that does not easily come off one's hands. But this is a storybook which must be told, and for sure we have the quill pen necessary to dot each I and cross each T. This is Take Me to Your Ruler 2, for the glory of desk utensils everywhere!
How a piece of sticky tape can be so dramatic, I'll never know.
Tell them the story already?
In our last episode, Paperclip, assistant to Meter Stick of the Democratic Republic of Office Supplies, came to threaten our ruler with utter destruction by flying pencil javelins and staple bombs. Unless, of course, he surrendered. He did not, and they did brutally attack. And ruler, rest his soul, took a pencil javelin right to the heart, right at the 6 1/4 inch hash mark. It was barbaric. The 12-inch ruler died, and And it seemed that stationery everywhere would not be able to stand up against the onslaught of metric. People began to think that standard measurements were stupid, useless, old-fashioned. Ruler's trusty advisor, Line Paper, may have replaced him, but she is not nearly the ruler that he was.
Of course I'm not a ruler. I'm a piece of paper.
Just look at her. Blue lines of death written across her body. Most of the stationery defected. And as you can see, few of us remain.
There's not few of us. There's 2 of us.
Well, how should I know? We lost a calculator too. And as we pick up our story, I can just see now, approaching from the metric west, Clip, the ruthless assistant of Meter Stick.
Hey, Duct Tape. Please. Take me to your ruler. Oh wait, that's right. You don't have one anymore. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I brought some terrible news. But you should be used to that by now. Well, your last letter to Meter Stick was not well received, and he refuses to accept any of your terms for the truce. In fact, he sends me back with this.
You're nothing but a twisted piece of metal.
Hey, Line Paper. I am a little twisted.
Just read the letter already.
Dear Line Paper, your days of usefulness will soon be over, just like your deceased ruler. While you have not yet gone the way of the typewriter, word processor, or chalk, the iPad and the Kindle have been infinitely successful in replacing such an environmental wasteland such as yourself. Save a tree, why don't we? But back on topic. I reject your grandiose piece for peace. Instead, I issue this, a declaration of a full-scale war. Standard measurements will fall, and I will be the one to put you through the paper shredder. If you fail to comply, you will be wadded up as fodder to be used in our waste camp paper basketball games. Rats! I wanted her. I will meet you at the Valley of the Teacher's Desk for your response. Much love and affection, Meter Stick. That's all.
We're doomed. We only have two choices, either write out our wills or negotiate. And seeing that Pen fled to the valley of the teacher's desks.
And off we went. While we were absolutely terrified at the prospect of war, and in no shape to do any fighting, Scissors had, after all, been very behind on cutting out the shapes and all, with the paper rations, and
Scissors defected too.
well, there's that too. So we had to go confront Meter Stick. He had become a staple in our sides. And as we arrived at the valley, this is more or less what it looked like. Meter Stick and her minions on one side, lined paper and, well, me on the other. Lined paper.
Meter Stick, and please call me 8.5 by 11.
You wish. You're nothing but... What is she?
21 beautiful centimeters by 28 wonderful centimeters. Perfect to clasp onto.
We have standards in our kingdom.
Your standards are crumbling all around you. Look at duct tape. She's molten ash gray with little rips all around. And you? You look like you've been hole punched one too many times. Surrender!
Can I clip her yet?
I'm not weak and spineless like all that other stationery that defected as soon as their safety was threatened. They gave up their standards like for what? Regimented increments of 10? You hold hash marks over them like shackles, expunging all their original thought and freedom. We will never surrender to you. You meter maid?
I'm shocked at your insolence.
Clip! Now is the time!
Are you really just going to stand on the sidelines and watch? Lord Meterstick has taken everything away from you. Are you willing to give your souls to be slashed and measured like a slab of meat?
Freedom and individuality comes with a price. Are you willing to risk the safety of my country just to have freedom measured any way you like? Is your freedom worth your safety?
I say it is.
So do I.
Can I just clip her already? My paper's right. I'm sick of your tiny little measurements. You have no creativity. You're nothing but a dictator. Plus, I want to write on my paper. No, you can't have her. She's mine.
No! Come back! Don't just leave me! You can't do this. As your ruler, I demand you to get back here right now!
I work for ruler, and trust me, you're not a ruler, you're a stick.
Yeah, a stick in the mud.
Please? Pencil. I'll give you free lead for a year.
I use graphite.
Clip? How could you betray me like this? There's always A4. What's wrong with A4? Can't you clip on A4?
A4 is much too tall for me. Plus, I've always liked Vi for a middle name.
Bye.
8.5 by 11.
Duh.
Wait, everyone, it doesn't have to be this way. Look at Pencil. You can use either a ruler or a meter stick to measure her. That's 12 inches or 30.5 centimeters. Either way works.
Guys, you just go. Come on. Guys, what are you doing? You're just going to stand there all night? Somebody do something. Somebody just go to the end. Do something.